I'm over here still in Kensington with what's your name?
Mike.
Mike. And so Mike, you was telling me you actually an Iraq veteran?
Yeah, I'm an Iraq war veteran. I served 5.5 years in the United States Army. I got discharged honorably. I was never a drug addict. I didn't do any drugs. I mean, I dibbled and dabbled before the military. I joined the military to better myself, and I got wounded in Iraq. I got a Purple Heart, verified, and in the news they did an article, and the Army prescribed me Oxycontin, 80 milligrams, twice a day, Xanax bars, 3 bars a day for severe manic depression, PTSD, and anxiety disorder. When I came back from Iraq, they said, we don't prescribe those strong medications. They pulled me right off. And before you know it, I started to get sick. My buddy offered me a bag of dope to sniff. I said, I'm not a junkie. He goes, you're dope sick. I said, I'm not a junkie. I said, I'm not calling you a junkie. You're hooked on the pain meds. This will make you feel better.
So all that stuff was prescribed before, huh?
Before, I was all prescribed. Never did a drug in my life. I mean, I drank, I did a little coke, but nothing like this, not living in the streets in Kensington.
So are you currently, like, unfortunately homeless right now?
Unfortunately, I'm 100% disabled. I was getting $3,250 a month because I got wounded in combat, 100% PTSD service connected, and the woman at Philly VA took away my disability. I tried to go into detox. I said I wanted to kill myself, and I had a suicide attempt on my record, and Dr. Hope said I lied. So I was lying about my suicide attempt. My dad had to call the VA in the crisis center. They pulled up my file, which was sealed, and verified that I actually had a suicide attempt. That's how bad it got for me. And wanted to harm myself because I wasn't even allowed in the VA detox. And then the doctor said I wanted to sign up for a payee program, someone to manage my money. I don't want that. I deployed to this country. If I want to spend all my money on drugs, it's none of their business. I'm not mentally incompetent. Drugs is a bad decision. But they took away my disability, here I am homeless.
So, are you from Philadelphia?
I'm from New York, Long Island.
You're from Long Island. How did you wind up in Philadelphia?
The short version, I came out to one of the best PTSD programs in the country. I went to the Philly VA, which outsourced me to Coatesville. I did 1.5 years in the Coatesville program, and a week before I graduated the 2-year program, I relapsed, going through all the trauma and stuff. It triggered within me a relapse. And I'm not blaming anybody else. I put the drug in myself and threw away 2 years clean with me and my wife. We both tried to get clean together, and we met sober.
So what are you, like, where are you at now? What are your plans for right now? And
I'm really lost in the sauce. I finally talked to my dad for the first time in 2 years. My wife is here. She's only a couple blocks away. But she's on drugs as well, and she's an Iraq war veteran. 2 tours as well. We both did 2 tours. We have 4 years of combat between us. So we have those issues, drug issues, and
there's combat out here too.
Yes, I didn't know that. When I went to jail, people were like, I have this, and I'm not gonna lie. I grew up in a very white, upper middle class Long Island area, and it opened my eyes being here. There is trauma, there is jail PTSD. Just because it's not combat and army PTSD doesn't mean it's the same, doesn't mean it's different. Sometimes it's worse. The shit I've seen out here.
Right.
Let me put it this way. I feel for my life sometimes more out here than I did in Iraq. Because at least in Iraq I had my M4 and I had my platoon. I have nothing.
Right. What is the most prominent, common, I keep hearing people say it's
Phones.
Hard. What is that?
Difficult. They feed you here. So some people may say, well, why would you want to get clean? They feed you, they do you this. Ask any one of these people. I would trade that in a second. Nobody's staying out here because it's easy.
No, I'm saying, what is the most widespread drug out here right now that people are using?
Ice is taking the blocks over left and right.
Ice,
methylated amphetamine, crystal, Tina, whatever you want to call it. Speed, uppies, Dexies, amphetamine, Adderall. It started with Adderall in the college kids because they're not doing crystal. They're doing Adderall to study because everybody has ADHD. You can't pay attention. What 7-year-old kid doesn't pays attention in school? So I read this book, Prozac Nation, and it's about America, how everything is prescribed and everything needs a pill. You got a problem, there's a pill. You got a problem, there's a pill. And now they took the pills away, the pain pills away, and now we have a heroin problem. Oh my God. You got people addicted to all these synthetic opiates.
Is that big out here, heroin?
Yeah. It's not even heroin anymore. They took away the brown dope. It's fentanyl and train.
See, I'm lost with all that. You know?
Fentanyl is 100 times stronger, supposedly. I don't know. I'm not a chemist or know the statistics, but fentanyl is 100 times stronger than regular heroin.
Oh.
And a lot of people like myself didn't even know I was doing fentanyl until I took a drug test on the methadone program. They said, you're clean of morphine, because heroin's a morphine derivative. Fentanyl's not. It's synthetic.
Okay.
It's synthetic meaning man-made.
All right. Well, you got any lasting words you want to put out there? Anything you want to say? You know.
Yes, every drug addict, it's our fault. It is our fault we put the needle around. But there are people to blame. The CEOs that created these big pill companies and the small town shops in South Carolina getting 80,000 Percocet a month. You're telling me nobody knew? Everybody hushed up. The rich got rich, the poor got poor, and now we have a problem, and it needs to be fixed. I would like to see if somebody in office come down to Kensington and fix this problem. There are veterans homeless. I'm homeless. And I didn't get a bed one time. I'll finish with this. I didn't get a bed one night because it was freezing cold because a doctor did my paperwork and not a social worker. A doctor. It needed to be filled out by a social worker. Cut the red tape bullshit.
Yeah, that's
a
crazy.
bed stayed vacant because a doctor signed it, not a social worker. Come on.
So where are you sleeping tonight?
I don't know. Every day is
So every day is just wherever you can.
wherever I go. If I let somebody know where I rest my head, if I have a big come up today, because I steal body wash. I make $112 an hour as a union pipe fitter. I gave that up to get high, and now I steal body washes 2 for $5 to get high. That's where I'm at.
Well, like I said, man, I mean, I don't even know if I want to say good luck because that seems so simple. You know what I'm saying? It's so complex, but good luck. You know, I hope things get better for you. You know.
It will, and I want to. If I don't talk to my wife and she ends up seeing this video, I want to go to New York. I love you, baby. You're only a couple bucks away, but at the same point, you're a million miles away. I want to get clean with you. Our relationship sober is better, and I miss you. Come to New York and come to the VA hospital when you get help.
Okay, well, hopefully she'll see your message, and I appreciate you talking with me.